Today on Caught for Two, Greg and I play Fast and Furious Highway Heist, the tank scenario. You're watching Caught for Two. I'm Jesse. I'm here with Greg.
Thanks for having me on your channel.
We're playing the tank scenario today. Let's go down to the board and learn how to play. In Fast and Furious Highway Heist, you and your fellow drivers race against the clock to complete one of three scenarios. It's a cooperative game for 2 to 4 players and will take about an hour or two to play. Despite appearances, it's a medium complexity game that may not be suitable for casual gamers. Mechanics include variable player powers, dice rolling, miniatures, simulation-style rules, and lots of spatial planning. Begin setup by having each player choose a character to play from a set of 6 and a car to play from a set of 4. Both characters and cards have different stats and different special abilities. Then select one of the 3 scenarios to play: Tank Assault, Semi-Heist, or Chopper Takedown. Each has their own large custom vehicle miniature, associated scenario board, custom card decks, and special rules pamphlet. Construct the scenario stunt deck based on the difficulty level you have chosen to play, and follow any other scenario-specific setup instructions found on the scenario board. Play takes place over a series of rounds, and during each round, players may choose their turn order. On your turn, you perform 2 actions, and then roll the enemy die to trigger enemy behavior. At the end of each round, a new card is drawn from the stunt deck, making a new stunt action available to players and sliding previous ones down. When the last stunt card slides off the board, the time is up and the game ends. Actions available to players include moving, leaping between vehicles, ramming vehicles, pushing vehicles, taking boost tokens, and performing stunts. Some actions require succeeding at a dice roll skill check, which is dependent on your specific character and/or car statistics. Boost tokens can be used to mitigate luck and modify die rolls in different ways, depending on whether you are using the token on yourself or to help another player. The enemy die causes enemy vehicles to move and attack players in different ways depending on the scenario. Stunt actions involve performing thematic acts of daring to advance the scenario and will gain you additional boost tokens. Players win if they complete the scenario-specific goal or complete the special last scenario-specific stunt before time runs out.
So we were gonna record this today, but like we were looking at the rules and stuff. We were just gonna play like all off camera, which is sort of our way. But I was like, I just like feel so good. I'm like, this seems so. I'm so excited about trying this. But I would think of it as like kind of a dumb mass market game.
You have reminded me that we're playing the game that you made me swear. You made me swear that I would never try to record the first playthrough of the new game.
We're doing it
because it's rough and we're running the rules.
Throw the thing out if we don't like it.
Yeah, this might not even get used.
But I'm excited.
It's pretty. It's surprised. Yeah. Like we're reading the rules. It's like a full simulation. This should be a throwaway game.
Yeah. I mean, I've seen one movie of the Fast Furious movies. Only one. Wasn't really my choice. My cup of tea. Have you seen it?
I've seen like parts of a few of them. Okay. I don't think I've seen a full movie.
So I am playing the American Muscle Car, which I'm never not going to be, looking at how good it is, how cool it is. And I'm Han Solo, because I've got the outmaneuver. So I'm just going to use my ability to try to wreck cars and,
Well, can you read what your abilities are?
Yeah, outmaneuver. Whenever you take a drive action after you end your movement, you may swap positions with an adjacent enemy SUV.
Okay, that's pretty cool. And what's your car ability?
And then launch it. Whenever you successfully ram an enemy SUV, you may move the resulting wreck into an empty adjacent space. So
that seems quite good for this mission.
Yeah, so hopefully what I'm going to do is use whenever you take... So what I'm going to basically drive up, swap positions, and then ram, and then when I ram, I can move it to smash into something else. Pretty good.
Okay,
that's my goal.
And you've got a very high control skill level.
Yeah, my speed is 4, which is not.
My speed is 5, so I can move a little.
So faster. Not as you are. Yeah, I see that.
Okay, so I'm playing Dominic Toretto, who I think is the main guy.
Yeah, that's Vin Diesel.
So whenever I attempt a skill roll, I can re-roll one die one time. So a little better chance at succeeding on every roll.
Family. I think that's all.
No.
Family.
Okay, and my car is
There's a
the
meme.
import racer. At the start of my turn, as long as I'm in it, I can move the car one space in any direction as a free thing.
I talked over a bunch of your stuff, so I'm sorry. Like I
You
got
weren't-
caught.
you
I
weren't
got caught. I
processing
got
it?
caught up.
I
No,
got
I
a-
just wanted to apologize for being rude.
No, that's okay. I have my special. I keep waiting to bring that card out. I'll bring it out. You guys will see what I'm talking about on a future thing. Okay, so we get to choose who goes 1st. We're all set up for this tank mission. There's the tank.
Yeah.
We have to destroy the tank. We have to bring it down
and
from 8.
essentially, like we can do this clothesline thing. I mean, this thing says essentially.
So normally, the way we're going to damage this is create a wreck in front of it, and then it'll hit it. This lets us throw a car straight into it directly. Like as long as we both get in front, doesn't seem that good.
I mean, but we get the boost token.
But we do also get the boost token.
Enemies reckon is tossed up to 2 spaces in any direction. But this essentially like 1, 2. I mean, that doesn't help us if it's behind it. It would have to be at least here.
What do you mean? It could be behind it. It could be 2 away from it. 1, 2. As long as we're on the side of it.
Oh, we throw it. It just it hits. Oh, okay. If it lands on these. Oh, I see. Okay. Oh, we can do this right away.
Yeah. Well, we have to be on either side of it, so we can't get on either side of these guys. Yeah.
No, yes, you can.
Oh, with your ability.
So if I went 1, 2, 3 for my first ability, and then I forced the thing, right?
Yeah.
I could push it right here. You would just drive straight up forward, and we'd throw this immediately.
Yeah, we could do that. You're right.
So
it's a skill. It's a driving skill. I have bad skill at that.
So does this count as an action?
Yes, doing a stunt is an action.
Yes. So why don't I go first?
Don't forget. I want you to listen to me. My thing again. I have only a 3 control, so I would roll 3 dice.
I could give you a
and
boost.
have to get 3 successes.
I could give you a boost. Which gives you 2 more dice.
That's true.
I mean, what is the median number? I guess this is 2, but I mean, like.
Well, not very many.
Yeah, but I mean, like if you had this, yeah, that's not too bad.
Half the sides have a success.
Yeah. Okay.
And 1 has a double.
All right, let's try this.
Okay.
I mean, I'm just like I can't. I'm like unreasonably excited about this game because I just want to drive and just drive up and like smash the vehicles and stuff. It just seems fun.
Yeah.
Right. Like.
Let's try it.
All right. So I don't need a roll. I'm gonna go up 4 spaces. 1, 2, 3.
So you took a move action. You can move up to 4
I can go diagonally?
Yes, you can go diagonally.
But I wouldn't want to do that. I want to move this guy here. Okay, now I'm going to try forcing.
Right.
Which is, I need 3 successes. And it's control, so I have 3 dice, right?
Along in any unobstructed path. Up to 2 spaces, right. So 1, 2. Fine.
Up to 2 spaces? No, I can just go 1, 2.
No, you can't go through yourself.
Oh, I see.
It has to be...
Okay, but wait, is it diagonal?
Diagonal is fine.
Because there was something that was adjacent.
It says occasionally you'll find a rule that says it has to be directly adjacent.
Got it.
That's
okay. All right, here we are. Ready? Do you like this plan?
Yes, I like it.
There it is. 1, 2, 3. And I don't need that, so I force it. I'm like, bam! I'm gonna make a lot of card noises.
Okay.
1, 2.
Okay.
There we go. Okay,
and then what's your special ability when you do that?
Well, it's whenever I ram an
enemy.
So what I'm hoping to do maybe next turn is drive up here, ram this, drive up to here. Now ramming, do you have to be behind it or it
doesn't have to be adjacent?
Okay, so my next action, I could drive up, ram this, put it here as a wreck, and then the tank will run over.
Yeah, I like it.
Okay, so I've gone up there. Now I'm done. So I'm going to roll the enemy die. Correct?
Yep. Take 2 actions. Roll an enemy die.
When does this move along?
At the end of the round. So you go, I go, then it will happen.
I'd roll this in between. Okay, so they all move forward 1.
So they don't move forward 1. That guy's going to ram you. Is what's going to happen. Each enemy SUV slams into adjacent player. We didn't think about that. Okay, so he's going to do...
moves.
He would always slam if he can. So first he's going to slam into you. He's doing 3 damage. Roll your defense. What's your defense? 3.
So first of all, we go each one.
You're right. That
this
guy goes
one
first.
Moves
towards you.
1. This guy moves towards me. Now they go diagonal as well?
They will go diagonal as well.
Okay, this would go 1, right? And this guy would go 1. Right?
This first after this guy does this.
Oh, that guy would go. You're right. Okay, so
Okay.
what do I?
So-
Now he's going to do 3 damage minus my defense. My defense is 3 dice. Now you could give me a boost to help me, but I think I'm okay.
Let's think about this.
No, because I have 2 boost tokens. If I
So,
roll a 3, it'll just.
I just want to make sure, like this is new to us.
Mhm.
When they attack you and you roll defense, can you still use boost and everything?
Oh, absolutely. Why
I
not?
would think so
Yeah.
too.
To boost yourself after you roll the dice for a skill roll. Oh wait, for a skill roll. Is defense
See
considered?
damage and defense, page 9. Okay.
I guess you could cut this out if you need to.
Okay, so throughout the game, enemies deal damage. Only your player vehicle takes down your character. You must attempt a defense. Take a number of device defense. Boost do not reduce unless you boost your roll. Yes, so you can.
Okay, yeah.
You can boost your roll, and I guess I could boost your roll too.
All right, good.
So I could use
I got 3 dice. I'll probably get 3. What's the worst I'll do is get a damage. I'd rather use the boost to win the game, yeah?
Yeah, I think that's right.
All right, here we go. You like it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so it's 1. I could spend a boost and I would not take any damage.
I think maybe that makes sense because you got 2 of these.
Good.
If you only got,
I feel fine with that. Okay. That's it. My turn's over. Now it's your turn. I'm supposed to flip this to exhausted, so I guess I will.
All right. We can still do our thing. However, look how dangerous it would be. Well, I'd be next to both cars, but
No,
we're
this
going
car's
to
gone.
succeed at doing that car. It's not gone yet. If we succeed, which we might not.
Okay, so should I? Now we've seen like that. There's quite.
I haven't done it yet.
Oh.
I mean, I'm just thinking like.
But you
it's a
also
little
remember
risky.
you can re-roll a die,
Yes.
right?
I mean, we've gone through all the
Hold on. At
trouble,
the start
so
of your
we could do it.
turn, if your import racer is man, you may move.
So I
Okay,
get a
so
free
you
move
could
here.
actually move backwards again.
No, at the start of my turn.
I see. Okay.
But I think I'm going to do it anyway.
Yeah.
So I don't even have to use this, but I could do my free movement here,
Mhm.
and then I've got up to 5 drive,
doesn't
but I'm
matter.
going to just go 1, 2. It's a little scary position to be in. Okay, so that was my action was
hold
to
on.
drive.
First of all, the only way to knock cars in front of him is going to be in this area.
Yeah.
I mean, there's no. It's not like you're going to be back here shooting.
Yeah, it's just a
guns
little
or-
scary that there's 2 cars next
Sure,
to
but
me.
there's only going to be 1 in a second.
And how many of those enemy dice moves the SUV? It's just one side of the 6 causes the SUVs to trigger.
Yeah.
Okay, so now I'm going to try to do this.
Mm-hmm.
So we've met that condition. I've only got a 3, so I get 3 dice.
Mm-hmm. But you can use
Now
your boost.
I could ask you to use a boost to give.
But you're
going
going to get the reward of a boost, so
Yes.
you should spend your boost too.
I guess I'll do that, but I have to
Yeah.
get 3 success. I liked it better when you promised you were going to use a boost to
I
give
could.
me extra dice.
Well, okay, I will. I mean, I could. I won't have any
Yeah, that's a little scary. All right.
to boost again. Although I don't care. I mean, I'd rather succeed at this. It's going to do a damage. Well, it's only going to do 1 damage, but it will give you a
each
boost.
turn. It's just I have to succeed at it. But probably, as long as I can use this, I'll
I
probably
think
succeed.
you're
All right, here we go. Wow, that's a fail.
No, it is not. You spend a boost. It's 1, 2, 3.
Oh, that's right, because this adds on.
Yeah.
So 1, 2, 3. Okay, so I spend this. We barely succeeded.
Oh, that's
We
perfect.
push this car
Yeah.
up in the air.
Yeah, wrecks
It
it.
hits the thing.
Goes down to 7,
It landed on a tank. He took a damage,
Mhm.
and this is destroyed.
and then you get the
And I
boost.
get the boost. All right.
And then this flips over.
That's right. Which we don't understand
Why
why.
it
Why it doesn't just leave. You can't use it again. You know that.
Yeah,
Okay, so now I have to roll the enemy die.
that was pretty good. Okay.
Okay, so he hits me,
Okay, he goes first. He rams you, which is 3, but you
Yeah.
roll your defense.
and my defense is only 2.
Okay.
You could help me if you wanted to, but you're not going to.
I'm not going
It's not worth
You got
it.
2
But
boosts.
this is a little scary. Okay. So I blocked 1. I'm going to take 2.
Okay, so you move your own 2. That's
2
fine.
damage to my car.
Okay, but remember this
well,
guy.
this guy has very little
This is
defense.
terrible because this guy's going to move, and this guy's going to move. In fact, we should have done him first and then him. So that's a bummer because, like,
You did it in the right order. This guy goes. Oh, no, they were on the same. Sorry, you're right. Okay,
Yeah.
right. So they're in our way now.
so the problem is now, like, what I was hoping to do was knock that guy over there. Oh, we need to
Now
end a
we're going to
turn.
do end of round. So we've done both of our turns. The rules say we should flip this after we go because we can go in anywhere. It doesn't matter. We're finished. Okay, you did yours. Okay, now we're going to do end of round, which is in our wonderful reference sheet as well.
You can't move through cars.
Can't move through cars.
Okay, that's important.
Okay, so wrecks get moved, but
Yeah.
we're not. Nothing's wrecked,
See you later.
and nothing's on each unmanned player vehicle. We're both in our car, so that's fine. Okay, stunt maintenance. So this slide, no, this doesn't slide down for whatever reason.
This comes out.
But this comes out. Wait, what? Oh, enemy card is when we draw an enemy card.
So this one, I'm going to read it out loud. Leapfrog. Brake slam an enemy SUV and send it crashing over you onto the tank. Your manned player vehicle is directly behind the tank, okay? And the enemy SUV is directly behind your player vehicle.
Oh, you put on your brakes and it hits you and flips over. Okay. 2 boosts.
Whoa.
It's nice that, like, I was thinking these are not that great,
but they
seem to be like, but they get you the boosts too.
Yeah, but regardless, I mean, like, it's neat though. Like, it's the idea of it is neat. Okay, but that's not going to be very easy to get one of these guys behind it. Actually, 1, 2. Actually, I could move. You are actually in a perfect position to do it. If you would go first, you move this guy, and then slam on your brakes.
Yeah, it's true. I could do that.
But I can do the drive action. I can swap positions with an. I could actually swap positions with this. So drive around this guy. Swap positions. No.
Here's another reason for me to do this. I've got 5 speed, so like this is a skill that's really made for me. Although you're good at it
see.
too.
I have
You've
4.
got 4.
Yeah, that's true. Okay, so
maybe I should
hold
go
on.
first.
Then there's nothing else in the round?
That's end of round, which is here. So move all wrecks, unmanned, move stunt cards.
Okay. So now we're ready to
go.
go.
I think.
Okay. So you could force this car to go behind you and then do this to knock him on. Yeah. But you're gonna lose. So maybe it's better to have me go first so you can give me one of those.
Because I could only have 3.
Yeah. I mean, or you could spend your.
You know what I forgot to do? Look, whenever you attempt a skill roll, you can re-roll 1 die.
That's true.
That. Okay, that's not a bad idea for you to do something for me to help you with.
After you end.
Or you could try to do this, and if you succeed, you can move this guy behind. Oh, but you're not behind it, so you're not going to be able to do
actually, no, I could. I could drive to here.
That's 1 action.
And then, I'd have to swap places with him. Yeah, I can't do it. You should do it.
Can you try to get this guy in front of this thing, or at least move in that direction?
Well, the problem is that they all went back, and what we want to do is have them all forward.
That's what I'm saying. Can you? So if I'm going to do that with this guy, or this guy, if you could start moving this guy in front of this tank.
I can only swap. So if I go, okay, so
you can push him 2 spaces right to in front of this tank.
If I ram him, you mean, or
no? Just the force action. You could push that car in front of the tank.
So I could go push him 1, 2.
Right.
But he's not wrecked then.
No, you then move up and prepare to wreck him next turn.
Well, the problem is that I wanted to go. I think what we should have done is sped out front, because they're all moving. So they all have moved towards us behind him, and we should have gone shooting past the tank so they were all in front. Because if they're all in front, we could just smash them all.
Well, you could push him and then move up way in front.
Or I could just move up. I think you're in a better position to do this now.
To do this, yeah.
Because if we roll this thing again and they ram into us and stuff, then it's a pain in the butt. So I think maybe.
Oh, maybe do it while I can.
Yes, I think.
No, yes, I agree with that. Okay, especially if yes. It's only this was the only reason.
Yeah, I mean, if we lose one,
but you're not going to need me to give you that. It sounds like. All right, so I am going to.
Of course, if this guy happened to, I mean, he's not going to be able to move. All he's going to do is ram you.
Yeah.
So I could go first. You could give me that to do something special. So what's good? Just going like, I mean, the fact that I can swap places with him is kind of cool.
You swap only when what happens? What do you do?
At the end of my movement, I can swap position with an adjacent SUV. What would only be good if I was in front of these guys, right? So I could speed out up front, but then what is that going to do?
Why not push him and then speed out in front of him so that you can wreck him next turn, or speed out near him.
Yeah, but neither. Well, I guess pushing him would use
for next turn. Like push him out there, so that on next turn you can kill him in front of the tank, and I can help you I can help ensure that you will succeed in forcing him.
I think that you should just go first, just to not mess everything up.
I think you should force him and push him in front of the tank, and I should give you this to
Okay, and I'll
ensure
zoom
that
out
you
in front.
succeed.
Okay, all right.
So I'm going to give you this to give you 2 extra dice to roll.
Okay, so I have to force any control. That's 3. I've got 5. I mean, I'm absolutely going to do it.
Not by that many. I guess 5.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 5 to 3. Yeah, okay. So I'm going to move him 2 spaces. And then for my second action, I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. Right? And now the goal is going to be to knock him.
Yeah, I mean, anywhere adjacent to him would let you kill him. So you don't have to be in front, but maybe there's some advantages to being in front.
Well, actually, he can ram me from this space anyway, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
So might as well leave him there.
Yeah.
I mean, the other thing is, like, if I left him here, then I could just force him and then wreck him. But all right, I think that's better. I think it's better to be in front of the tank, and all the cars will move. Especially if I roll this, they're going to come towards me.
Except we don't. Oh, we do know. The rule about when they can shoot at you says if you're right next to the tank, you're safer.
Yeah, but the tank can run you over.
That's true. But if you were here, you'd be.
I don't know what does more damage.
But if you were here, you can't be shot.
The tank hits you, he does 4 damage. I don't know how much it does when he shoots you. I mean,
I'm just saying, if you're adjacent to the tank, you're safe from being shot.
Yeah, but you're not. But you're now susceptible to being run over.
Not if you're here. That's my point.
Let me see. No, as long as the tank can shoot you anywhere.
No, the fires if you're within 3 spaces, but any vehicle adjacent to the tank is safe.
I see what you're saying.
So that's the weird thing. Like if you're here, you could get run over by him, but not shot. If you're here, you can get shot.
If I leave my car here,
yeah,
I guess he could ram me or whatever. Then I would move and then knock him. Okay, I see your point.
You don't even have to knock. You don't have to move to knock him. You just knock him.
Oh, that's true, actually.
So that diagonal from the tank is the safest space, it seems.
Okay, you've sold me.
Thank you. You got to roll the bad guy dice.
It is funny because, like, I mean, this is why these movies, like, I like the old school movies, like Gone in 60 Seconds, the original, when it's like, I got like 400 cars and I'm just going to wreck them all in this crazy movie. And I prefer that to all the CGI and everything. Obviously, I'm a big old school effects kind of person. You know, that's what I like to see. But, like, this is the kind of fun stuff. I remember watching GoldenEye when I was in high school and stuff. And, like, you know, that movie came out and it's just like he's driving that tank through and just smashing into stuff. And that's, like, really fun.
I remember that. Yeah.
So I like this idea that we're just, like, smashing all these cars into a tank.
Have you seen that documentary about the guy who goes crazy in this town and he builds
I know of that story. I've seen.
I forget if it's not a tank, but he builds some armored vehicle.
There was a guy. He has a tank and he just runs over everything. Crazy. It's insane how like a tank drives incredibly fast. It drives like 60 or 70 miles an hour. I don't know. And it just
he just runs through.
Just goes on top of everything. Yeah. Yep, you can't do anything about it. Okay, so that's what I kind of wanted to avoid.
Well, that's unfortunate.
Okay, so this guy goes first. He's gonna
hit me.
So
he will hit even the non-active player if he's next to it.
Okay, so he's hitting you.
So I have to roll my.
And actually, this guy's hitting you also.
Wow, that's absolutely true.
That's terrible. But you can re-roll a die.
Yes, I can re-roll a die.
So you're gonna get a defensive value of 2.
Yep.
Oh, you gave me this thing, huh? But you are gonna get 2 if you can do that.
Okay, so.
Are you gonna? Oh, you can decide afterwards.
Okay,
3.
so that's fully defended against the first attack.
Now this guy goes next.
So yeah, adjacent to a player.
It's fine. Whoa, we're gonna. I guess
that counts.
Yeah. Okay.
Even if it rolls out, it counts. Okay, so that's a 0, but I can re-roll one of them. I'm gonna re-roll this.
Yep.
2.
I think just take a damage.
Oh yeah, take a damage for sure.
So
although I'm halfway dead.
That's true. That's yours. Okay, and now this guy rams me, and I have 3 defense. Right. Okay, so that's 1. I would take 2, and I think I'm just going to take the 2 damage. Yeah. Right? Okay. Then that's it for me. I'm exhausted. That was tiring.
Okay, so now I've got to force this guy behind me. I can't force this guy because there's no way to get him, so it has to be this guy.
Fine,
so
which is better. Oh, that guy's going to leap off and go onto that car, right?
If he gets smashed. Yeah, I guess.
The car's still.
We haven't this.
No, I think in general it says like when the guy.
When it wrecks, he jumps off. I believe that's true. We'll check that roll. But now I have to roll twice. I got to roll for this to move him and then roll him. And my control is pretty
Okay,
bad.
first
but
what
my
do you do?
speed is great.
So yeah. So first of all, I could give you this to give you 2 extra dice. So
I
how
don't
much do you
think I
need to
need it.
force? 3.
Yeah,
And you
I
have.
only have 3 die.
I'm gonna give you this.
Really?
Well, I want you to do it.
But I do have this. But yes,
Oh, you
if
have
give
one
it-
already.
I
No,
have
use
one.
your own. You got 3, right?
3. But remember, that gives me dice. This just turns these
Yeah,
in.
I don't know. I'm not quite sure the math of
This
which
is a
one's better.
force. Okay.
Oh, you're gonna have to spend it.
So I have to spend this.
Okay, that
That
makes 3.
succeeds in the force, so he gets moved behind me. Now I do this, but I do get 5 dice here.
Wow.
But now you can't give me anything. Okay,
No.
so what I need
I
3.
could. Well,
3. Okay, that's
Okay.
just barely. Wow.
okay. So this is.
Okay, so directly behind this and someone directly behind me, I put on the brake.
And this guy goes, oh!
Bang.
Hold on, but this
smash.
guy like in like
He flies.
wire foo stop motion, whatever, leaps midair and happily jumps on top of this
Mhm.
car. Do you know how impossible it would like if you jumped, even if you managed to land on the roof of another car, you'd just be like, ha! And you'd be like gone. You'd be like,
yeah, okay. So we're fairly sure that
that the
that
enemy
guy
people.
jumps off. So let's see, when you ram choose an enemy as flipping it upside down on the road, but this is different.
Mm-hmm.
If there was a peg on top, they get moved.
Yep.
And there was.
Yeah.
There was? No, there was only these 2.
There's a peg on top of it. I just moved him to this one.
I see. Okay, right. Okay.
So we
peg on
completed
top
that
is-
stunt.
Mhm.
Stunt seemed fun.
Stunts are fun.
It kind of gives you a little mini goal to go for.
The stunts.
Right.
Uh-huh.
So far, we've just basically essentially just been doing that each turn.
Yes. it
But
is
we've
a
only done
lot.
one. Oh, hold on a second. That did 1 damage.
Mhm.
I forgot to do the damage. Yeah. So essentially, if we do 1 stun a turn,
Uh-huh.
and there's 3, 4, 5,
Uh-huh.
we will not do enough damage.
Well, this we have till this runs out. But yes, you're right. Even if we do all of these, but
Yeah, that's-
no, wait. The level 3 stunt wins the
could
game.
win the game. Okay.
Does win the game.
Okay, so let's do this. You have to roll your die. Wait, that was 2 things, yeah.
Yeah.
And again, by the way,
Uh-huh.
you forgot this, and you forgot about your head start.
This I didn't need.
You didn't need. Okay.
But this.
So the tank goes south,
That's
which
right.
is a bummer
Hmm.
because now I got to move this thing,
That's true.
right?
Uh,
And then the enemy card. So
Right.
let's see what that is. This comes up. Meat grinder, tank escorts. Place an enemy SUV in each of the 2 spaces directly behind the tank. Okay, so that's not good, right? These guys are like.
Okay, and this will trigger by the time it gets here.
Each player will just build the tank and an enemy SUV is dealt 4 damage. Roll defense. Okay.
Mhm.
All right. So that's the end of the turn. I'm gonna refresh my guy.
Mhm. Refresh.
Right.
Yep.
And then we bring out a new stunt card.
Yeah.
Those wood shove
Rex
down.
would shove. There aren't any. Okay, then these go down. We bring out a new stunt card. Okay.
But also the level 3 has to go off the board.
To end the game.
So actually, we have this many turns plus 2.
That's right.
So actually, we're on track as long as you do. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You have 7 turns. So one of the turns we have to do damage to it every turn, and one of the turns we have to do 2 damage.
And
to
we
it.
should say we're playing on hard mode.
Yeah. Stop hitting yourself. Cause an enemy SUV to swerve into the tank. Your player peg is on top of an enemy SUV within 2 spaces of the tank. Okay. The tank takes the damage. Remove the enemy SUV and place your player peg on top of the tank. If both slots on the tank are occupied, place your player peg on top of the nearest vehicle to the tank with the available slot.
Let me read that again. Okay, so you're on top of the enemy SUV near the tank. You
Mhm.
do this test.
Mhm.
Tank takes a damage.
Yeah, you like reach down and like grab the
The
steering wheel.
SUV goes, but then you get pushed to the tank.
Yeah, you break the SUV and you land on the tank.
Huh.
You like swerve their steering wheel, jump onto the tank, ludicrous, of course, and the car smashes that. Luckily, none of the
I'm
wreckage
not
hits
as
you.
keen on doing this stunt.
Well, I don't really necessarily want to get out of my car. I like driving my car around.
I agree with that. This is like the apocalypse now moment. Don't get out of the boat.
Okay, so now we're ready for a new turn. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, what are you thinking here? Well, I mean, we have to remember that this is going on.
I think.
So I could go first. I could move, going nowhere, and then just switch places with this guy, and then go ahead and wreck him. What do you think about that?
Is it easier for you to move than to force? Because you could also go one, two, move him two.
No,
here.
because at the end of my movement, after you take a drive action, after you end your movement, you may swap positions with it. So I would just swap.
Oh, it's just a free. You don't have to roll
that's
skill.
my Han
Then
Solo.
that's better than a force.
Okay, do that.
For
I
sure.
move for my first action. Doesn't need to do anything. I'm done. I didn't move any spaces. Swap positions, right? And now I'm going to do. Let's see.
I'm gonna ram him.
I'm gonna ram him, which needs a 3 success.
And what have you got?
Control. I have 3 dice.
I could give you one to boost it.
But it's not like essential that I get this done. If I don't, it's okay.
And you are in a safe space.
I'm in a fairly safe space, yeah. And I could use my thing if I needed to.
Okay.
So I'm okay with it.
Okay.
But I mean, the thing is, like, it seems hard to generate these.
The boost?
Yeah.
You can take a boost as your second action,
but I keep having to try and stuff.
It's like half your turn.
Yeah. I mean, they keep moving around, which is cool, right? They shouldn't just be stagnant. Okay.
Okay.
Okay,
so you rammed it.
I rammed him. He's going to end up
on the tank.
Right? I'm like, it's like, right?
And that's going to smash into the tank on the next turn as long as he doesn't.
Oh, as long as he doesn't move.
Is that right?
Well, but if he moves,
no, I think first we do the Rex before we.
No, that's end of turn. I just realized.
Oh, that's end of turn. Yes. Yeah. If something causes him to move.
So that's going to be a bummer. If he moves with me and he moves with you, then it's a bummer. Okay, so I'm going to roll this die now, right?
Yeah.
And he goes south, but he can't go south anymore.
Thank God.
And then we get another enemy card, so this moves over.
It's interesting how this is not a strict schedule.
Yeah. Trouble ahead. Place an enemy SUV 2 spaces east of each player vehicle. Okay, so this puts this guy here.
Yeah.
So that's kind of good for me to keep moving these guys, right? Like, I mean, that's as good because it could take multiple damage if you have multiple wrecks.
Can I point something out?
Yeah.
If there's a wreck here and he moves to it, he gets damaged.
Oh, so we can just
put stuff on the side of him.
Oh, that's a very good point,
Jesse. I think I may do that with this guy. Like if we just smash up cars here, although they'll move at the end of the round if he doesn't hit them. So it's cool, right? They don't just stay there.
Yeah, that's interesting. Okay.
All right.
Well, hold on. Tank fires. Each player vehicle within 3 spaces of the tank, but not adjacent to it, is dealt 3 damage. Roll.
So you're safe, but I get hit. Wow, that's dangerous.
Imagine you're a tank and you're all driving like 60 miles per hour.
You
and your
can
tank
let me roll
shoots
2
you.
extra dice.
Yeah, but I only have one of my things. I need it.
No, but I'm gonna get killed.
Okay. Worst case scenario, you take 3 damage. 1, 2, 3. You're beyond 2 life. 3.
4. Oh, it's 4.
3.
Oh, what's that? 3.
Oh shoot! Do you remember what this was at?
No, I don't remember.
I think it was at 6. I don't think I took that much.
No,
well,
I don't think you did. I think I took more than you.
Yeah.
Okay, so 3, huh? Then what's going to happen here? Adjacent to both the tank and an enemy SUV, you get.
Yeah, they like crunch you.
All right, well.
Well, remember we can always get into the SUV. You'll move that. You'll lose this power. And actually, wait, hold on.
What skills?
Yeah, like I mean,
2 and 2 becomes 1 and 1.
Yeah, so.
But it gives you extra defense. Interestingly enough.
Oh wait, because the SUV is like.
Uh-huh.
Armored in some way. It's 5. You're at 5.
Okay. All right. I guess I've got this.
Absolutely.
Although
now, hold on. What are you
take
going?
Some damage.
Oh, this is you blocking the tanks blast.
I only get 2 dice.
Oh yeah.
I think you gotta help me when I get shot.
This is like you
I'm gonna
in the.
Get killed.
But this is the you thing in this is the paleo problem. This is like Gollum Jesse. Where you're like always feeding.
It's actually quite interesting that they made this asymmetric thing. When you help someone, it's not the same effect.
Yeah.
Because then you'd be like, you just use yours. But here it's like, you could give me 2 extra dice. All right. I'm going to do it.
I think you're on your own there.
I can re-roll 1.
Oh, yeah. There you go. And you got to remember you can re-roll.
Yeah. That doesn't count.
Okay. Here. Just take this one. Or whatever. Okay. Same thing.
All right, so I'm going to take 1 damage.
Not the worst thing in the world.
Okay. All right. Now it's my turn, and my plan is to get alongside of this.
So you're not going to try doing this.
I don't think so. I don't think I want to get out of my car, but I can't.
Your player peg is on top of an enemy SUV within 2 spaces of the tank.
I'll tell you what I can do. Look at this, Greg. First of all, I move here for free.
Mm-hmm.
Now I'm in a safe space. Oh wait, that's not safe. That's not safe. This would be safe from the shot, but not. I'm gonna shoot this guy.
What, you're gonna ram?
I mean, I'm gonna move here. I'm gonna move this guy here, and then I'm gonna just knock him down.
Okay, but then you're gonna smash into him.
Whoa! Don't want to do that. Where am I here?
But you could move afterwards. So
no, I can't. I can't move him and
no.
I was going to move him and ram
at the start of your turn. You can move it.
I know that was going to be my free move.
Now you have 2 things.
Right.
Oh, force and ram.
So I was going to force and ram,
Yeah,
but you're right. I can't be in front of him.
So first of all,
what if I free move here? Then I can force this guy to here and ram him and wreck him.
Okay, but
and hope that this guy tries to move in it.
So let me point this out too. Is that
I'm gonna move myself back? Okay.
Yeah. Is that like you could also try to get out in front and knock these cars as well?
Well, that's a good point. I mean,
there's a lot of SUVs here, by the way. So
I've got a lot of speed. I can go.
We do have to do 1 damage to them around, and then 1 round, multiple damage. But remember, like these just keep coming out. So blowing them up is not a bad idea. Like just in general, wrecking them.
Yeah.
But I mean, like, because each one of these guys is going to move towards us, and if we're taking multiple rams around, that's not good either.
I think I'm sorry.
They always move towards you. Yes.
What do you mean they always move towards you? When you roll your die, they move towards the active player.
Yes. Okay. Yeah.
So maybe force and I mean, I'm gonna get myself out of here, but I'm thinking like I could either stay near him. I could go here, force this guy. I don't want to be in back of a wreck.
Okay, let me just point something out.
So I could go here,
let me just point something out. If you ended your turn here, and then he got this one, it would move the tank. This would go to here and activate, and then you would get that bad move. So I don't think you should end your turn in that position.
Yeah. So I'm thinking now I move myself all the way out to here.
Yeah, I think that's a great idea.
And then destroy this car.
100% agree with that.
But he's probably not going to get hit. But the tank's not going to.
No, he's not going to move. He's not. He'd have to move twice to get hit. But so essentially, that'll just wipe it off the board. I mean, you could just.
Well, let's think if I can do this.
Hold on a second. What if you did this? What if you went 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10? You could just get all the way out front, and then these guys would come towards you. I could take
an extra boost too. That's a better idea.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so but let me just see this. So I could spend an action to leap on top of my car. I leap onto this car. I could go right now, leap onto this car, and then I'd be in this situation. I could do this test.
Oh, that's true. And he would take 2 damage this turn. So
one damage.
No, 2, because he's going to run into this. Unless, of course, you move him with the. No, either way, even if he moves up here, he'll still hit that wreck. So you need to do a test of 2, which you have 2 to 2. It's not great, but you have these. But you're going to get replacements anyway. So you leap from your car to another car. Do you have to be out of your car to do that?
A leap goes right from your car to another car within distance of your. The leap gives you the distance of your athletics, so I can go 2 spaces.
Okay, so you land on this car, so you leap onto this, which doesn't need a roll.
Right, and then I have to do this.
That. Oh, that seems so easy.
Which I have 2 and 2, but so I probably have to use this.
And you can re-roll a die.
And I can re-roll a die, so I would succeed in this. But then my car would be unoccupied here.
And it would go.
It would move back. I'd be here.
No, because when this turns into a wreck, you would remove it. When it turns into a wreck, you just get back in your car.
When what turns into a wreck? I'm not wrecking that car. Oh, wait, am I?
Remove the enemy SUV and place your player pick on top of the tank. Oh, you would be on top of the tank.
So I'd be here, and my car would be here where I couldn't get back to it. And it keeps drifting back.
Well, you could jump into the SUV. That's so fun. You would jump in.
I could jump into this SUV.
Yes.
And then from this SUV, I still can't jump 2 spaces to here.
But you'd also, if you were in this SUV, you would be safe. You would be safe from the cannon fire.
No, that's not safe from cannon fire. It's not.
Yeah, you're adjacent to the tank.
Oh, yeah.
I love it.
If I was ready to give
up
this
no.
car,
Okay, so first of all, this is what I think you should do. Use your free thing from your car to move here.
Right.
Then you'll be on the tank. This will move back 1. If the tank happens to move, you'll be within 2 spaces.
Even if it doesn't move, I'll be within 2 spaces.
Okay, so I think that's what you should do. No, you won't. If you
move
move
free
here,
move, right?
Use your free move. Jump onto this thing. And then at the end of the round, this is going to go back 1.
Yeah.
1, 2. Yeah, you can get back on your car.
Let's try it. Just for fun. Okay, so this is my free move.
Yeah.
Then I leap directly onto this guy.
Totally plausible.
Out of my car, I've leaped. Don't need a roll for that.
Is it better to like blow this one up or this one up?
That's a good question.
Oh, better for this one because then if this one breaks, this guy will move towards your car. So it won't ram you. It'll just move closer.
That's perfect.
Okay.
Okay, so
there's actually quite a lot of interesting decisions.
So
this is pretty good.
Was an action. There was a character who, like, whenever he does stunts, I've been doing these stunts so
That's
often.
true.
All right, so now we're gonna try.
Okay, but first of all, they think he gets an extra one of those, but the problem is that like you always have been full up on those.
That's true.
And I thought about taking him whenever you successfully perform a stunt action, take an additional boost token supply. Oh, he has a limit of 5 instead, so you actually would be able to hold them. So actually, that would be kind of cool.
All right.
At first, I thought he was bad, but now I see you've been doing all the stunts. So.
Stunts, yeah. All right, so now I'm gonna try this stunt. I need 2 dice.
Again, this is the
now,
only part
I wonder, since there's no limit about, I think maybe I use 2. So I won't even be able to hold all those if I don't use this.
No.
I was gonna say you should help me and then I should help you rather than.
No, you're gonna spend your token.
I have to get 2 successes on 2 die. There's a good chance I will fail at this.
2 successes on 2 dice?
Yeah. We haven't been getting as many.
By the way, if this is... You're now adjacent here. That's the problem.
If I don't succeed at this.
Correct.
I'm adjacent to both. You gotta help
So,
me.
hold on. You can re-roll a die.
I know, but still.
Okay, let me just see something here. All you need... This will succeed. This will succeed. This will succeed. This will succeed. This you could re-roll to get one of these other succeeding things.
All right.
I think you've got a ton of like outs here.
Yeah, you got a point. Okay, here
it's just, I mean, when you think like I need your boost tokens, and I'm thinking to myself, well, what am I supposed to do when it's my turn?
I help you on your turn.
I think that you're going to be able to spend that, and through your re-roll on that, I think you should be able to do it. I think it's
point. But boy, if I mess up, okay, that's a success.
Well, you got 3, 4 if you needed it, and now you're going to do this and get 2 that you're going to
jump, right?
Mm-hmm.
I jump onto this.
This thing, you swerve this.
I swerved it straight under the tracks.
Yep.
Right, okay.
And then he takes another damage, right?
Mm-hmm.
That thing is destroyed.
I jump onto the tank.
You get only one of these. This goes.
Yep, okay.
And then you
flips.
Now you're up here with this guy. You could brawl that guy now.
I could brawl that guy.
That's kind of
He
fun.
could push.
He can brawl you.
Me.
Yes, that's true. Well, what does he do when they brawl you? Throwing on top of the nearest vehicle in available slot. So the nearest video, he would throw you just to here, which who cares?
Both of these are the same distance.
No, he throws you on the nearest.
Oh,
I see.
SUV?
It is actually. Actually, they're both the nearest vehicle. You're right.
All right, so I got to roll the end of round thing.
And hopefully he'll run over this thing too. And
this could cause weird things. We don't know.
Okay, so that's an enemy card, which is terrible. So this moves. Now, which one activates first? This thing?
I believe the first new card comes out activates.
Okay. All right, it's Meat Grinder. Place an enemy SUV in each of the 2 spaces directly behind the tank. Okay, so actually we can only put 1, right?
Hold on. Right. Each time you resolve enemy cards for the rest of the game, if there is a card in the active spot, place it in the discard pile. Then move all face up 1 spot. Oh, so it's not this doesn't happen first. First, this does happen. So it's
Are you
this
sure?
This was over here like this.
Uh-huh.
So first these go here. Then we do this.
Okay.
Then we draw the top one and put it in the
Okay,
blank
so-
space.
Each player vehicle will be adjacent to both the tank and an enemy SUV. So I am adjacent to the tank and an enemy SUV.
Yikes.
Okay. So we would go left to right though. So this is you first. You're
Yes.
not adjacent to an SUV.
Right.
So you're okay.
Mhm.
But is dealt 4 damage. Roll my defense. Right.
What's your defense?
Is
3? I can give you 2 more. Do you need it?
I think it's fine. I don't think
You're
so.
going to take 4 damage minus whatever you roll. Okay.
Yeah, I think it's fine.
But, okay. Oh, perfect.
Look at that. 5. Okay. No damage. So now this comes out.
Mhm.
I may need those dice for this test.
Okay.
Another meat grinder. Oh, I already saw what it was, by the way. I forgot already. Okay, so this goes out
And the
here.
next one can't
There was
go.
a surprising amount of like things to keep track of, and we've consulted the rulebook quite a bit.
Yeah, but
Little
nothing
weird
like
scenarios.
just to
No,
make sure
no, I'm
we were
fine
doing
with
it
it.
right.
I'm not like I'm just saying in general. It's just funny how like we're talking about how complicated this game is versus what we would have
What we
assumed it would.
expected, yeah.
Okay, so now you've done that. So now the end of the round. So now you're exhausted. I should be exhausted. I flip back too early.
Mhm.
The tank runs over this.
Right. Yeah, that's right. It runs over that and causes him a damage.
So now he's only got 4 life left.
My car goes backwards a little bit.
Oh yeah, just fine. Wait, what's the order? Move all Rex 4 spaces west. Move all unmanned vehicles 1 space west.
Mhm.
Then move stunt cards west.
Mhm.
Okay, then we draw a new stunt card.
Mhm.
We're on level 2s. Okay, this one is anchors away. Anchor a wreck to the tank and give it a jolt. Your player peg is on top of the tank, which you are,
Mhm.
which is adjacent to a wreck, which we don't have.
Mhm.
You need 2 agility reward. Move the tank 1 space in the direction of the wreck. Hold on a second. By the way,
Mhm.
that's actually a reason to jump on enemy cars. You could jump on them, drive them in the way, and then have your buddy wreck it or something.
If you jump on a car,
Yeah, on one of these SUVs.
yeah,
Can you?
you have to get in it to. No, wait. I'm trying to remember now what the rule is. You have to
Hijack.
You
It's
have
right
to
there.
hijack it,
Yeah,
and
and
that
it's right there.
loses control of your car for the rest of the game. Once you
Oh,
hijack
right. Okay,
it,
okay. All right, so
it's
that's not
now
a good
your car.
Okay, so you would move the tank 1 space in the direction of the wreck. Oh, that's a way to move it.
Yeah.
Remove all enemy SUVs, player vehicles, and wrecks that the tank hits. It takes 1 damage for each vehicle or wreck removed. Oh my god.
So wait, let's do that again.
Unpack it, yeah.
Okay, so you're on the tank and it's adjacent to a wreck. Then, as a reward, you move the tank in the direction of the wreck, and it's gonna destroy that when it hits it for 1. But there might be additional.
It destroys all the enemy SUVs in it when it moves. But the wrecks deal it a damage.
1 damage each. So the ideal case would be that you bring it into the wreck that you attach it to, and 1 other car.
I mean, it clearly goes here. I don't know why they didn't just put this that way and that way.
Yeah,
It's
that's a good
absurd,
point.
really.
It is a little. Yes.
I mean, everything else in
agree.
this game is so well
I
functioning. but-
agree. That
Okay, so
especially, and they have like all this space could have been
Mhm.
used for.
have you
road.
seen Gone in 60 Seconds, the original?
I'm not sure I have the original.
Yeah, it's just basically this guy had like, I don't know, like 60 cars or something, and he just was like, I want to make a movie, and he just had all these cars, and they had all these car accidents and stuff and wrecks and stuff. I mean, it's weird because it doesn't feel like
That is so
the
strange.
plot and everything is very odd. It's like almost non-existent or unnecessary, but it's so much fun just to watch all these like car accidents and
In the
wrecks and stuff.
direction of the wreck. So in our ideal case, since I am on the tank, you would wreck something
Hmm.
anywhere near the tank.
Correct.
Ideally, you could wreck this
We're on a
one.
new turn, right?
Yeah. We're on a
Okay.
new turn.
First of all, I want you to pay attention to my car movie thing.
Okay.
So, Gone in 60 Seconds, the original, is awesome. Just because it's such a
Well, I've
unique
never
movie.
heard of it. It's a movie. There's a plot.
Yeah, I mean, the plot is weird, though. It's like they just wrote it on the fly. I'm pretty sure they didn't film it and just sort of improv it. So it's like a weird plot. You're like, okay. But it's kind of neat. And I've never seen the Nicolas Cage version, which I'm sure is
Wow,
terrible.
I didn't know there was more than one.
Yeah.
either.
And then, this also reminds me of in the second part of Grindhouse, Death Proof. That stunt woman.
Kurt Russell.
Yeah, and that stunt woman is like on the front of the car and stuff, and all that is so good. And she's a stunt woman, and like
That
she
is
does
a
an
good
awesome job.
movie.
And it's like such a cool like actual stunt work, and that's what I was kind of talking about before, which is so much fun.
Mhm.
And that's what I've been thinking of when we're like jumping around in the cars and stuff. It's pretty awesome.
We're still only doing 1 damage per turn.
I like that you didn't listen to what I said
I
at all.
did. It's very cool. What
I
more
want you to
can I
recognize
say?
that for a second.
I acknowledge.
Okay.
It sounds cool. I might have to
Okay.
check out that movie. This is going to trigger soon.
Yep. What is that?
Each player with an enemy SUV directly in front is dealt 4 damage.
Mm-hmm. So it like
You
smashes
can never die in this game, so it really is all about the clock.
Yeah, but also like your car has a special ability
It's
and
true.
better stats,
That's true.
right?
That's true.
And that's what you lose. I mean, did I forget about this? Like damaging this and moving it where I
Whenever
want
you
it?
ram an enemy, you may move the resulting wreck onto an empty. Yeah,
Oh my
I
god,
think
that's so stupid because I should do this. I should
do that.
an empty
then-
adjacent space.
So you
To me or to the wreck?
to the wreck. Sure.
That's why
whatever.
I have to force it. Right?
You don't have to force it. You do it, and you do that in power.
Hmm?
You ram it, and then you move it here, or here even. And now it's ready for me to do my thing to it.
So what I'm thinking is actually move up here, right? I feel like move to here.
Yep. Remember I said in the beginning.
I know you did say, yeah.
The audience does not know this though. At the beginning, I said, "Greg, why don't we get those metal cubes we use for every game that you love so much? Get them down. We might, and we can use them." Grace, no, there's no use in this game. We will not need those cubes.
Yeah. So I was thinking about moving here. See, how do you like? I didn't acknowledge your little. No, you're right. You're right. We should. In fact, actually, this is a problem that happens when we're playing. When I played, Deuce. What is it? Not Deuce. Formula Day. I don't know why I said. Okay, it's Formula Day. Which is like we were like moving your car around.
And then you're like, let me rewind.
Wait, where did I start? So like I wanted like an extra car to like have. Okay, so if I move to here, ram it, I could put it here with my ability, right? So move up, hit it, go here. I guess either way, just one less skill check.
If you can do a car near here, I can use this ability.
Oh, I should move and wreck.
If it's wrecked near him, then I can use this ability. That won't even take you 1 turn.
But it's the same. It's the same exact thing because like you're gonna like it'll hit it no matter what. The only benefit of doing it this way is that you're getting that.
How can you make it? How else do you make it hit it?
Because when this turns into a wreck here, the tank will just run over it.
I see. Okay. Well, then maybe that is better because then I have my full turn to jump back in my car.
Right, but the other thing is if you were to like able to make multiple wrecks, and then move the thing, right? The only other reward is the boost token, but right now you're full. I can't get that right now. I'm not in out of my car. I'm going to do this. Is that okay? Do you want me to go first?
Yeah, you're going to wreck this car in front of him?
Yeah, I'm going to move, right?
Yeah.
And I'm going to switch places with it as take a drive action. And your movement, you may swap position with an adjacent enemy SUV. So I'm going to swap, right? And then I'm going to like essentially hit my brakes and have him smash into me.
That's good. The only thing is you're going to be within firing range of the tank.
Yeah, I don't care about that. Okay. We're almost done with this game.
Okay.
I mean, for good or ill, we're almost done. Okay, so I'm going. My control. I've got 3 dice, which is what I need to ram. Oh no, ram is my speed. Whoa, I've been rolling 3 dice instead of 4 to ram. Okay, I don't need that. I can't roll more than this anyway.
Okay.
Right? So maybe we don't have to do this right now. It's going to go here and here. We can just save it.
Yes, exactly.
Although you are on the tank, which is what we need. But
and I am about to jump off.
I don't know, whatever.
But still.
What do you think? I mean, I like this.
I like this better. Then I can use my turn to get back on my car. And get
Okay.
Whoa. That's unfortunate.
Whoa. Oh my God, look at that. Flag. Now, nothing would have, I mean, what? One more wouldn't help me.
You don't know, but.
No, it couldn't have. Oh, no, it could have if it was 2, I guess. Whoa, look at that. That was insanely bad.
Or if it was a.
Nothing can do it.
No, okay.
I would need 3 successes. So, wow, that was a really bad roll.
Unfortunate.
That is very unfortunate. Okay, well,
All
it's
right.
over now.
Okay. So I think I'm going to.
That was crazy.
Uh-huh.
Which is okay. I mean, so far it's been.
All right, I'm going to leap off.
There is a fair amount of mitigation, by the way. Wait, hold on.
Yes, sir. I'm leaping.
I moved and I did it. Okay. I just
Oh,
wanna
you
make sure
didn't. You didn't roll. The
I just want to make
you
sure.
didn't roll the thing.
Yes, you're right. I'm like, did I do that? Okay. This goes.
Oh.
Okay, so the tank goes north, and then we get an enemy card. So this goes off.
This trigger and this triggers.
Yeah.
Each player vehicle with an enemy SUV directly in front of it is dealt 4. Okay, perfect. Neither of us.
Each enemy player. Oh, okay.
This still counts.
Directly in front
this
of it.
still counts.
Yeah.
So if there was someone there, they
Correct.
still
Okay.
shot it.
So that's going. Oh, break job. They break, and you hit them. Oh wait, no, it stays there.
Yeah, it stays there. Although
Sorry.
it's not useful.
Doesn't matter.
Okay, but now this comes out.
Tank repairs. Place an enemy peg on top of the tank. I cannot.
Right.
Tank fires. Each player within 3 spaces of the tank.
That's both.
1,
of us.
2, 3. 1, 2. Yep. But not adjacent to it is dealt 3 damage. Roll defense. Okay, so first it will be you first.
Yeah, I don't know how. I don't know if there may be a different rule about active player going first when it comes to this, but let's just do it. Yeah, let's do it in the order like it says.
Whoa.
Okay, so it's me first.
So hold on a second. So sorry, you only have 2 defense dice.
Yeah.
Now hold on, stop for a second because there is. Sorry, I'm now done. So there is. If at the end of this, enemy SUVs are going to get placed here and here, right? If you could break multiple vehicles, right? If there's one here and here, if you were to just take 2 actions to flip and flip, then do this.
If I flip the car in front of me, it's going to smash into me. And I see what you're saying. Like if I do this,
It doesn't really matter right now, but yeah, just do your thing now.
Instead of jumping on my car.
No, just let's do this first.
Okay. So
you have to roll your defense versus the tank, which is 3 damage.
Now, I think you use it on me and I use it on you, maybe. Like, it's rather than me use it on me and you use it on you, I think it's better to get 2 extra things. Because this is almost a guarantee.
I'm waiting for my turn to come up and you're like,
oh my God, look at that.
Yeah.
So it's 3, so that's a full
You're totally
success.
good.
But look how much I needed those extra dice.
3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Okay, now I use this on you.
One,
just
2, 3.
barely.
Yeah, but I mean, it's just a damage or whatever. I've got tons of damage.
Okay, now SUV directly in front of each player vehicle.
Which is good in a way, because there's more stuff to break, hopefully.
It's good for you. It's good here. Like, we should be thrashing all these cars up front.
I mean, I'm on my turn, I'm gonna ram, although then I can't move.
Which puts you in the way.
Yeah, which.
But you can swap. You can do your swap.
No, I have to only when I can move this into an adjacent. Oh, I'd wreck it and then move it here, and then I would be clear. That's awesome. All right. Well, I mean, who knows what the board will be like when.
Okay, so now that's my turn. It's not end of round. It's my turn.
Your turn.
Okay, so I'm gonna leap here.
Whoa, hold on. One other thing to consider.
Yeah.
Is that like if you do this, you could do anchors away, simply to smash these.
I have no way to damage these cars.
Oh, hold on, wait.
Being on top of the tank, there has to be.
Oh, you have to have a wreck. Okay, yeah, I see. Because I was thinking, you could just use a tank to crush some of the SUVs, but you have to have a wreck. Okay.
Okay, so
So you
at the start of your turn, if your import racer is manned, which it isn't. Okay, so now I'm in here. So now I can move 5 though. So I could go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or whatever, and then maybe wreck this car.
No, I'm gonna wreck these 2 cars. You should wreck this one.
Why don't I just wreck this one and do damage right now? Why wait till the next turn?
Because I'll be in a position to wreck both of these cars. If you go here, you could wreck this car. Right.
That doesn't. It doesn't wreck him.
Well, it does if the tank moves into him.
If the tank.
Or you jump onto the tank and do this thing.
So 1, 2, 3.
By the way, if you're here, you'll be like safe.
4.
Oh, hold on. No, don't do that because look at this. If this one comes up.
Yeah,
you should go 1 more forward.
I think I still get a turn now. I can take a boost.
No, you leapt and then you drove your car.
Oh, there you go. Okay, that's fine. So maybe I shouldn't be next to this guy. Maybe I should be like here and be safe from being around.
He's still gonna shoot at you, but that's fine.
I think that's what I want to
Look at all this. Look, this is cool looking though.
It
think it
does
would
very much create like like a moving. It's like a simulation.
This
like
is
the
great.
cars
I mean,
are
so
coming
far,
out.
this is only the first scenario. Okay. So you need to roll this.
Yes.
Okay, that's bad. So this comes off.
This goes over.
When activate, each player vehicle adjacent to both the tank and an enemy SUV. Fine, we don't care.
Mhm.
That's what we just guarded against.
Yep.
Now this one comes out. Rampage south. Sideswipe. Move the tank 2 spaces south.
Oh, that's too bad.
Why?
Because now these cars aren't going to hit it. And if he had gone north, he would have gotten 2 damage. Each wreck it hits
is removed and deals 1 damage. Each enemy SUV the tank hits is placed in the nearest empty space.
Oh, he pushes them out of the way so he wouldn't crash into them.
Place an enemy peg on top of each enemy SUV.
Whoa.
Oh my god.
But now, what do they do to us?
Well, they can jump onto our vehicle and stuff.
Yes, they can.
Well, these guys, there's a ton of dudes now. I'm not really a big fan of the way these... I mean, everything looks pretty cool, but these little guys don't look that cool.
I don't know. I think I might disagree with you. Like, it works well, and...
Well, now they can get on our car.
Like, there's the person. This is just like a little arrow pointing to them.
Does it... Tell me each enemy SUV, okay. When activated. So there's a ton of people now, like holding on, like, you know.
Wow, that's pretty weird.
Okay, so now we're ready for a new turn now. So now this slides down.
End around all the unmanned vehicles.
Doesn't matter. We don't have any. I'm moving this down, and this is the last card to come out. So
if we achieve,
we did not damage him that turn.
That's a little scary.
Yeah. So if we do this, we win the game. Okay.
Let's take a look
Send the tank off the road where it explodes in a ball of flames. We have to be in this position, which we could. Your manned player vehicle and another manned player vehicle are directly beside the tank on the same side, and there are no vehicles or wrecks between the tank and the other side of the road. So this is actually perfect.
Yes.
We do control 3 plus the tank's current strength. So
we have to get 7.
If you fail the roll, both players' vehicles are dealt 4 damage.
Whoa!
You send the tank over the road. Whoa! This, but okay. First of all, we're in a position now, right?
We've got boosts
where I don't have any. Right,
okay.
But
we can never roll more than 5 anyway.
Correct. So we're in a position where this is like perfectly placed. If we can't control the tank, right?
But we'd have to get 7 successes.
Oh, but actually, it's not too bad because it's not. Yeah. So between both of us, or no, just one of us.
Just one person rolls this.
That's very difficult, actually.
Very difficult.
So we have
to. I've got to re-roll.
Weaken the tank
and I
first.
could turn
a number of them, but if not, we both blow up.
Yeah.
So that's an instant win. So we don't have to make that choice.
It would be more appealing to do it when we get this.
We don't have to do it right now.
Yeah, I think that's right.
Right. So I mean, I could wreck these cars. Actually, let me go first. You give me a die.
Don't forget, they're not in front of him.
Yeah, when I wreck them, I'm going to move them here.
Oh, that's your special ability.
Yes.
That's pretty great. Okay, whenever you ram. So you're going to ram both of these guys and send them in front of it. That's perfect. Love it.
You like it?
Even if he moves, they'll hit him.
Okay, do you want to give me some stuff?
Yep. What are you doing?
Well,
Tell me
I'm
what
going
you're
to
doing.
ram. And when I ram this guy, I'm going to put him here.
Right, okay.
And then I ram this guy, I'm going to put him here.
And what's your...
Actually, I'm not going to move this. Oh, should I?
You should put him in front of that tank. Okay.
But I'm just thinking, like, if he moves north 1...
Then they still hit him.
And if he moves north another one, he still gets
That's not
hit.
going to happen.
I'm just saying if he happened to.
Okay, so...
What do you mean it's not going to happen? This is
where
where Jesse does his little, like, the
that
little
would have
black
to
and
get
white.
rolled twice.
Yeah, sure. Which is
That's
possible.
Not going to happen.
It's possible.
It's a 1 out of 36 chance.
Is that the math?
Yeah, because
I just
1 out of 6.
Now I want it to
1
happen.
out of the 6 move him north.
It's just worth considering.
And 1 out of the 6 would have to come up again in 2 rolls. 1 6, 1 6, 1 out of 36.
Okay. I just wanted it to be acknowledged as a possibility.
Ram and enemy SUV 3, and how many are you rolling? 3?
So
3 to 3?
I just want to point out that if I flip this car over and he moved north 1, it would still hit him.
That's right. Both of them. He'd have to
That
move
doesn't-
those. So I should help you with the first roll, because this is the important one.
Why?
Because it
Doesn't matter.
Yeah, maybe not.
Right, you're giving me 1. You're pretty eager to ask for my help before, so, you know, seems like now you're a little more stingy about it.
What do you mean I'm stingy? I just gave you a thing that you didn't even ask for. How is that being stingy?
Because you said I'm going to help you with the first one. No, it's good. No, I mean, I think this is the way to go. All right.
Wow.
Pretty bad.
Wow.
Pretty bad. Okay,
You
so
don't
I
have a
didn't do
thing
it.
to do it?
Well, no, I don't. I've been giving them all away to add extra.
These are hard to.
So I think, by the way, that these are okay.
You've changed your mind now. Now you see how useful it is when the person uses it to help you get 2 extra
No,
dice.
I think the 2 extra dice is not as good.
Really?
Yeah, because like these, if I have multiples of these, all of them turn into successes.
Well, that's true too.
So
But I can't help you with those.
Okay, well,
I'll help you. Didn't have any.
Okay, that's it for that. Should I try it again?
Yep.
I mean, is it better to have anybody on? Whoa! If an enemy peg is on top of the tank, raise the tank strength by 2.
Wow, that's so cool. So now we're really motivated to get on top of that tank and kill this guy before this comes over to here.
I'm committed to action now, yeah?
Yes, you are. I still think you do your same plan, but
I'm rolling.
1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, that would kill.
Whoa. Okay, first of all, you shouldn't have given me that because I only gained a die. I keep forgetting I'm using my speed to ram this.
You get 2 die when I help you.
I know, but I'm only gaining 1 die when you give it to me.
Oh, you rolled 5. I see.
Here we go.
Which one are you trying to hit?
The one in front again.
I think that makes sense.
1, 2, 3.
Okay.
So that was a better roll. I mean, either way. Okay. So he's rammed. This guy will end up on the closest vehicle. I'm going to move it. It flips, and I get to move it to an empty space. Right? So that's my 2 actions. Now it's your turn. I'm exhausted. I mean, you can see that
this doesn't go here.
Where does it go?
You can't have 2 enemies on top of a thing, and there's no other place for him to go. So he leaves.
Why can't it?
Every SUV can only have 1 enemy on it.
Is that accurate?
Absolutely.
Okay. Oh, because we need to be able to go on top of there.
That's right.
Oh,
okay, so
well, I had no idea. I don't remember that one.
This is gonna hit him. 1, 2, 3.
So this guy got like run over. He's like, ah! Whoa! You know what would be a better theme for this?
What?
Mad Max Fury Road.
Yeah.
Because you could
maybe they were in competition. Whoever paid
that'd
more.
Be awesome. I'd be super excited then.
Okay. Well, you could. If you're watching this, you could make some expansions for this set
you could reskin this.
Yeah, you could.
And like make like a big board for it.
Except if it's in the contract, then. All right. So now it's my turn.
You can reskin anything you want to. I'm saying you personally.
Yeah, you personally. Okay, so I really think this is important to worry about.
You're very dismissive tonight, Jesse. You're like, yeah. You could do it. On to the game. You're my role tonight. You're in my role, which is like play the game.
Okay, so now.
So it's going to take a damage, unless I roll. Which by the way, I got to roll my die before you even go. Okay, hopefully I don't know what I want before. Okay, it can't go south,
but this triggers now, so his strength's going to go up by 2.
Terrible.
So these move over, goes up by 2, which makes this impossible.
And then this comes out. Place an enemy SUV in each of the 2 spaces directly behind the tank.
Can't happen.
Whoa, this is terrible. So if I had flipped that, it would have just done the 2 things. So now we're basically going to lose this. We have to do this. So our economy, each round we've done.
This has now become almost impossible because now its strength is 9.
Well, but equally, every round we've done 1 damage to it. 1 round we did 2 damage. Now all of a sudden we now have to do 2, 4, 6. We need to do like 2 to 3 damage per round. So the only way is to win is
do this, but not till this turn. Like we must knock it down until we.
We could do this. We can do it multiple times.
But okay, so this triggered.
That's terrible.
May not exceed his.
And then we did this. Okay, so now it's your turn.
Now it's my turn.
Yeah, we lost this, but it was fun anyway. I guess it's not completely over.
No, it's not. Although we know there are no more new stunts coming up, but we have to we could win this game by him going north into Rex. All right, so I should probably wreck this car. What we haven't thought about the strategy is like hijacking SUVs, and can we wreck them on purpose?
It doesn't seem to be a great way to do that.
No,
I don't think. Okay, so go ahead, Jesse. You do your.
All right, so I'm actually thinking that what I maybe should do is move here for free, Greg.
Mm-hmm.
Where's the cube? I move here for free.
Mm-hmm.
I push this guy into the tank's way, and I ram this, and I push this guy into the tank's way, and then we try to.
But they're not
kill.
wrecked.
I know, and then we wreck them next
But the
turn.
problem with that
and then we'll
strategy
do
is,
like 3 damage on one turn.
what the problem with that strategy is that like you're moving them, and then if you get this all things move, then you basically have undone your entire turn.
Well, that's a good point.
It's better to actually,
if I wreck them,
I
and the
think
tank doesn't move north, which is only 1 out of 6 chance, they'll just fly by the tank and not doing damage. I think this is Hail Mary. We're gonna have to put every car we can in front of the tank, and then just wreck them and go boom, boom, boom.
I mean, as you say, it's not going to hit this one. So you're saying moving?
I'm going to move them all in front of the tank. You're right. It will undo if we roll that thing.
I mean, like the other thing I was thinking, like if you can move here for free.
Yeah.
Oh, you can't force.
I was going to move both here for free, and then push this guy in front of the tank, not wreck him, but push him there in preparation to wreck him, and push this guy in front of the tank in preparation to wreck him.
But
and then
moving this guy is useless because
if
I wreck him,
this is flawed because this guy we don't want to hit that.
Also, if this guy, if I wreck him, I can move him for free anyway, so you don't need to move him, right?
All right. So here's what
I mean.
Okay, so maybe.
I like this. You anchor you like slow the tank down with this like, and it like gets pulled towards the thing. I like the theme of that. These are all very thematic.
They are pretty cool.
It's pretty neat.
Wow. I'm trying to think how we win this though.
All right, so it's gonna take a damage, which is like it's crazy. I mean, it's essentially it's only taken 2 damage at this point. I mean, we've done 4 damage to it, but it's re-healed. That card is brutally bad.
Yeah, well, we had warning. We should have gotten rid of it.
Oh, by the way, enemy peg. You should have brawled that guy. And then there would have not been an enemy peg.
Well, we knew, but then we do it, and then it came out before we could get to it.
But I'm just saying, in general, we should pay attention to that because, like,
now that we know,
you were on the tank before, and in fact, we should have looked at that because, no, we didn't have it before. Okay, but you could have brawled him and then jumped your car.
Gotten rid of him now that we know that's there.
I don't think it does you any good to move this guy because I don't have to move and I like have 2 chances to knock him. So I think it's better to do something about that guy. I think move for free.
Yeah.
Force him.
Yeah. Well, that was my original plan. I'm gonna move for free here, and then I'm gonna push him here, and then I'm gonna take a boost. I don't want to push him here because this car will hit him, but I want him to be in front of the tank. I think the only way we're going to have any chance of winning this game is if things are in front of the tank.
You move for free, and then what are you going to do? Push him?
I'm going to push him here.
No. Oh, I see what you're saying. Gotcha.
So that he's at least in front of the tank.
You can push him 3 spaces?
Where is the force? Move it, up to 2 spaces.
Yeah. So it's not going to work.
Where I am, or is this?
I think that's where you are.
Here?
I think you were. No, I think you were there. Yes.
Yeah, I think so too. Well, so then how about this? I move here, I push, and I wreck. Oh, I can't do that.
Yeah, because
what if I move here?
Hold on.
Yeah. I move here, I push him, I can't wreck him.
So essentially, if you were able to wreck him here, he would hit and then he would hit.
Yeah.
So it would be okay in that event, right? But
okay, so I can do that.
But you can't because if you fail at wrecking him, then you ruined our other damage. I think it's impossible to beat it now that we've lost 2 health off this guy.
No, I think you're probably right.
And we should have realized jump on that thing and kill the guy that was like doing that. These cards are really rough, obviously. But they are good too to bring out extra SUVs, which there's quite a lot now.
All right, so
now we see that our health is not. we should not be spending the boost tokens on our health, by the way.
Maybe not. Okay, what if I...
Hold on a second. Let me just see. Let's just look at, like, you can... Is there a way to, like... anything else leaping here, like...
It doesn't really seem like it lets you do anything other than hijack to take over a new car.
Yeah, it's hard to... I mean, I think, actually, you move for free. Move this guy to here, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Simply to set up for next turn so we maybe can ruin both these cars. And then take the thing to
I'm
school.
in favor of this idea of getting these cars in front of the tank.
He goes there.
I guess I'm going to try to move them.
Yeah, I think that's right. And then take a boost token with your last. How many do you have for this?
I've got 3.
That's forcing.
3, and I have to get 3. Okay,
Perfect.
that's a success. So I move them up to 2 spaces.
Which has to just go there.
Has to go there.
The other thing you could do is try to move him here so that you could do this thing, but I don't think it's worthwhile. That's leaping off and then doing the thing and everything. It's pointless.
Especially if we're going to do this thing to try to push him this way. All right, I'm just going to
move him here.
Yes,
I think that's right.
And let's just try to get these things in front of this car.
Okay, and then for your second action, you'll take this?
Yeah.
And I think you just let your car explode now if it happens to get,
I'm not sure, but maybe.
Okay, he's going to move south, which you can, then we get an enemy card. This goes off. This goes down, nothing happens. Tank repairs, okay. Pace an enemy peg, he's already on there. Tank fires, each player vehicle within 3 spaces of the tank but not adjacent to it. Says both of us take 3 damage. So you'll go first. I think you just, who cares if your car explodes at this point? So that's 3 damage. That will kill you unless you spend one of your...
It won't kill me.
Oh, right. Okay, perfect. You like it?
Yeah, it's not worth it. Oh, I can reroll.
Oh, hold on. You had a blank and a thing, right? So reroll that, I guess. Perfect. Okay. So you took, 1 damage, okay. And then he shoots at me. It's 3 damage. I have 3 defense. That's where were those rolls before? Now I don't care. I'll take all the damage. I don't really care. I wanted that when I was recognizing.
SUV in front of each player.
Okay, there's only 1. Okay. All right, then this thing goes...
it would probably be me, no matter what rule you go
you're right.
by.
You're right.
I'm not sure whether the rule is active player goes first, but...
well, it always goes... yes, correct. All right.
Okay.
Well, that doesn't really help us that much because we've...
But we're in a position where we actually could...
Try that
theoretically do 3 on one turn. Do 3 damage on the next turn.
So... if we were able to knock both these cars out, 2 cars out, right? And then do this leap on move and do this thing. Oh, first of all, this goes here. We forgot to do this.
Yes, so this goes here.
Right?
And the new card comes out, but
there's
doesn't
none.
exist.
Okay, we're on the new turn now, right? Right?
You could imagine where we knock these guys and then pull this guy this direction.
With the anchors away?
Yeah.
Well, it's going to leave after this turn. That requires you... Well, let's face it, because you're on top of your car. By the way...
I'm not on top.
You are. You never put yourself in your car.
When I leaped, I leaped inside the car.
Okay, so...
Good point, though.
This is a way to crush 2 cars.
Yes, it is.
But
and move him this way.
I don't see it being that useful.
No, I guess I don't.
Although, the problem is at this point is that, like, the tank has to move to be...
That's what this could do. That's the nice part. Like, this could move the tank this way.
To make sure it hits those. So I can move this guy to here.
Yes.
And this guy to here, essentially. Which isn't that great. If I could succeed with both, which I'm not going to. What do you think? Do you want to go first? Do you want me to go first? What are you thinking?
So I just want to think this thing. I could move this here and wreck it. And then,
what does that help? It's
well, because then there's this. Move on the tank, pull him towards this.
But you wouldn't have all those actions. This takes 2 actions. One to leap, one to do. That car will already be gone by that time.
You could wreck this car and bring him here, right? You could, if you wanted to. You could move, wreck, and bring him here.
I don't see this helping us right now, unless it's
just
by moving.
Either, but
I would have to go first and wreck a car, Does it have to be adjacent to it? It's adjacent to a wreck.
This is insane that these are sideways. It's pure insanity.
It really is. Okay, I think the best chance we have.
Although you could play the game this way.
That's true, but don't do that because, well, first of all, it's farther to reach. And second of all, we've already.
It's the one small miss in this game.
Wow, it really is a very well figured out. Okay, so I think I got to wreck this and move it, and then wreck that and move it. I think that's our best shot.
And then next turn we'll have one more. Next turn we have to. This is the only way we win. So let's figure out how to get this done on the last turn.
Is it really? Hold on a second. So if we did 2 damage to it, 1, 2, right on this turn, on next turn we will do 2 damage to it. We could win. 1, 2, 1, 2. Except this, if he heals again, then we're done.
And we have to get him to 0, so we have to get 5 damage.
I see it. Yeah. Okay, that makes sense.
So I think we're gonna have to do your 2 damage and then do this. So we'll have this turn, and then we have to do this on the next turn.
5, 6, 7.
So you can do 1 hit to him this turn.
I just want to see something. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I just want to see something. If you had 5 dice to roll. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so it looks like, I mean, this is a very small sample size. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
What has to happen is you're gonna have to.
Okay, this is, by the way, this is a god roll. This is a 7, right? So I've got 5, 5, 7, 2, 3, 4.
And I got to re-roll. Like, I have to be the one to do this, and you have to be able to give me 2 extra dice.
It's not impossible.
And
so this round we could weaken him.
We weaken him, and then...
I want to point out, if we get 2 of these, okay?
Then the game's over.
Then we're... But, I mean, we should...
But you're going to have to get yourself alongside this tank.
I mean, clearly I'm going to want to knock out a couple of these guys, right?
Yes. But then you have to be able to get aside of this tank by the end of the next turn. And have a boost.
So to give you the extra 2 dice?
Yeah.
All right. I think, should I start and try to wreck this and see what we got working with?
I just want to figure, I'm going to have to, I leap off to my car onto this. That's 1 action. And then I do this as my 2nd action. So on my next turn, I have to be next to that, at the end of this turn, I have to be next to that tank.
At the end of this turn?
At the end of this turn, I have to be next to that tank so that I can do this for my whole turn.
Yeah. All you got to do is do this.
I'm just saying, I have to be next to that tank at the end of that turn.
Okay. All right. So should I start here? I'm ramming that car.
Okay.
4. Yeah?
Yeah.
Oh my god. Okay. Again. I've lost.
How are you gonna get?
We've lost.
We have to do the Hail Mary then.
I should not have fed all of my boosts to save you. To save your health. No, in all seriousness, like, because health is not the big issue in this game. Seriously.
Health.
Not.
For the defensive stuff. Okay, but hold on.
Look at my health. It's huge. We shouldn't have been.
You have to be next to this guy. I think you're gonna have to move and get next.
No, I can move next turn.
You have to be able to get next turn.
I'll move next turn. I'll move the next turn and get a.
All right, try again. Try again.
There's
give
no
him 1 damage. Try to give him 1 damage.
There we go. So I've wrecked him, and I'm moving it to an adjacent space, and then this guy jumps on it here, right? I mean, I've really rolled pretty poorly on a number of cases, but I should have been able to get these. But it seems weird. It's like you can do this to grab these up, these as an action, but I've always needed to move and do and move and do.
All right, so do the enemy dice.
Okay.
That's disastrous.
Okay, so this guy moves.
They both ram me.
No, this guy rams. Okay, first of all, let's go in order. Okay, this guy goes first.
No, first this guy.
Oh, yes, you're right. Then this guy.
Can't go. Oh, I guess you can go. Yeah.
This guy.
Now we're dead. Because now we can't get alongside that tank.
This guy goes forward. Wait, did we move this guy already?
No, we didn't.
This guy goes forward.
Probably
this guy
way. To you, closer to you. And now these 2 guys ram me. If they can ram, they ram.
No, this guy rams me.
No,
I'm the active player.
You're right. All right, this guy rams me.
Right.
Okay.
And you have 2?
2 defense. What?
You
Yeah.
can re-roll one. So
Okay.
re-roll one. All you need is one success, by the way. You're going to spend that, or you're going to leap onto a car?
He won't kill me. He just does 2. Or is it 2 or 3? 3. I guess I spend 1.
Whatever. We've lost anyway.
Doesn't matter. We lost. Yeah.
Okay. All right, and then the other one rams me, which I don't care about at all. You can damage me to oblivion. 1, 2. Seriously, like it seems like your car doesn't really matter that much.
You got 2 defense, so it's only 1 hit.
Oh, like see what I mean? I don't care. That's not where I need my rolls.
Yeah.
I need my rolls like.
Okay, and now
it's your turn.
It's my turn.
So
I think the only way to win this game is to do this action. So what I do is
move your free action to the.
For free action here.
He's gonna crush you. You
They're
are
all
dead.
Gonna kill me. Then I'm gonna kill this.
By the way.
Yeah. I have to assume that. I have to hope that doesn't happen. And now I have to. Well, I mean, the only way we can win is to do this.
So what are you
so
gonna?
I think I'm gonna wreck this car so get him out of the way.
Okay.
Or maybe force. That's what I have to do. I have to force him. I have to force him and then move into the space.
No.
So
if
that
you
have a chance
if you wreck
to get
this
in
car,
yeah,
it will wipe this guy out, and that will leave.
That's
space.
all true, but then you won't be able to get next to the tank because I'll have to spend an action to move, which I can't do. So what I'm going to have to do is
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I have 1, 2, 3, 4. No,
you only have 2.
4.
Oh, 4. Right. Okay. So I'm going to move this guy. It doesn't matter. He's not helpful to us. I'm going to force that guy, or I could jump into that car. I could jump.
Do you have to be in your?
I could jump straight to. Oh no, we need to make space for you. Is what we need to do. We need to make space for you. So I haven't taken any action yet. I'm going to force this car.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I'm doing a force.
3.
Which is a drive, which is 3. Okay, so that's a success.
So you move it 2.
It is a success, right? So I'm going to move this out of the way. And then as my real action, I could jump on here.
Well, for what purpose?
Well, because then my car will drift back by itself.
That's a
into
good
position.
point.
And then I'll have 2 shots at this.
All right, so
except
you
I'll
roll
take
this.
damage. It won't matter.
Yeah. You better pray you don't roll this enemy card.
Maybe this is dangerous because this guy can attack me.
Who cares? What's he gonna do? He'll throw you on another thing.
So maybe I should. Well, let's just do it. It doesn't really matter. Okay.
All right, so he's gonna go south. He can't go south, and then this happens. This goes. Each player vehicle adjacent to both the tank and an SUV is dealt 4 damage. So you have 2 defense dice.
0 defense dice, because the car's all by itself.
Oh.
So my car just got
okay. It's wrecked.
Which is going to end the game for us for sure because now we can't do this. Okay.
Why did you jump up there? Oh, you have to do this.
Right.
I see.
I should have stayed in my car.
Okay, so it's not over. I mean, we've lost for sure, but okay. Now that's end of that. Okay.
Wait, no.
Oh yeah. Oh boy, here's the next thing. Rampage north. Move the tank 2 spaces north. Each wreck it hits removes its and deals. Whoa, so this is actually pretty good.
If we had left it, then it would have been 2.
No, because
3.
it's going to smash your car and deal damage. Otherwise, this car would have hit this.
No, but it's going to do both these. So if I hadn't moved this car, it would do
Move
one
the
more.
tank 2 spaces north. Each wreck it hits is removed.
Oh, each wreck.
And deals 1 damage. Okay, so it's going to come up here.
Okay.
And it's going to deal
Take
1
damage.
Okay, your car is gone. Each enemy SUV the tank hits is placed in the nearest empty space. Each player vehicle the tank hits is placed in the nearest empty space and is dealt 4 damage. Roll defense. Foot patrol. Place an enemy peg on top of each enemy SUV, which is already completely full. Okay. Is that the one we got? Oh, we got Rampage South. It was the same thing we got before. Okay. So we did that. Destroyed. So actually, your car getting destroyed actually kind of helped us. Since we could actually. Okay, then this goes off. We're just going to move all these since we don't care about them anymore. Right?
Mm-hmm.
And this is now here. So this is the final turn. We're not going to be able to achieve this goal.
We absolutely can't even technically do it. We can't even try.
If you were in this vehicle,
car, I'd have to.
Oh, you'd have to.
I'd have to get in the car to make it mine, and then you'd have to leap
jump on, which I can't possibly.
Or I could jump on and jump off.
No, because I'd have to be alongside.
Yeah,
and it's not. Gonna,
okay.
Okay, hold on. So,
Wow, we could have almost done it.
so if we had done that thing with the wreck adjacent, we might have been able. Oh my God, this chair again. This is the bane of my existence. Jesse, help.
Jesse, help.
Okay, so now we're ready for the next turn, right? You have no vehicle.
Correct.
So flip that over.
I did flip it to hijacked SUV, but it's like...
Oh, it is on hijack. I see it.
I did flip it, but I don't control it.
Okay. Well, you can put your peg in there or
I guess
whatever
I
if you want.
can.
It doesn't really matter, I guess. Okay. So, I mean, there's essentially no reason for you to... I mean, at this point, you could jump into here and try to smash this. Can you do that if you're on top of it? That was just a stunt. Where did I read that? Was that a stunt card that allowed you to...
I think there was a stunt card that lets you jump on and do it.
Yeah, I mean, at the beginning we were doing all these. It was really good. Huh. Yeah, this was it. Stop hitting yourself. It was able to Okay, so we need to deal... Oh, we need to do 1, 2, 3. Forget it. There's no way. We need to do... And it's all Rex hitting it, right?
Yeah.
So I can only do wreck one car, right? Right?
You could wreck...
I could wreck my own car.
That's interesting.
I mean, there's no way I have such a huge amount of health, right? But
I mean, we're not going to be able to do 3 damage. There's just
well, hold on. It's kind of interesting. If I moved here, So I'm just wondering, like, we need 3 wrecks. If my car were to take... This thing cannot go, by the way. I mean, then there's no way, possible way. But if I wreck this, I could move it to here, which isn't going to help us, right?
I could jump here, and then...
Well, you'd have to eliminate this guy.
Why?
Because if we roll this, there's no way we will definitely lose. And there's 2 times we'll roll that. So you have to eliminate the guy off the top.
I don't know about that. But okay.
You have to. There's no way around it. If either one of us rolls the skull, which is on
there's
1, 2, 3.
There's no way to do this. There's no way
I'm just telling you, you have to kill that guy.
We also have to do 3 damage. We can't.
Knock the guy, then you jump, but that doesn't help. Right?
None of it helps. Like, I was thinking, let's make this happen. Oh, this already happened.
Hold on a second.
This already happened.
Okay.
It's only this one that would advance. But none of it helps us. I could jump into this car and attack this one.
Whoa. So, actually, the only way to win now...
I could wreck this one. You could wreck this one.
The only way to win now is this, actually. It's just a Hail Mary.
There's no way to do that.
Yeah, you jump into this car.
Yeah.
Right? Which you can just jump into the...
Yeah, I could just jump right into the car.
Hold on. Place your power tank on top of the vehicle with a number of spaces indicated by your athletics rating. Ram enemy SUV. 4 shake. Hijack. So you'd have to leap and then hijack.
Yeah. Okay.
Right?
Yes.
Okay. So you go first, leap, hijack.
Right.
Then I would have to go...
You've only got a movement of 2.
4, 5.
4. Okay.
So, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay.
Okay.
I come here.
Right.
And then I do this, which I would need 6, a result of 6.
I could give you 2 die, but you have no boost to improve it. But it is possible.
But it's the only way we'll win. Okay. If I could flip over these 2 cars, I mean, this car would have to move. There's no way. There's no way we can do enough damage. And if either of us roll this, the only way is the Hail Mary play to, like, knock it off the board. In fact, we should have tried this earlier.
We could do 2 guaranteed damage, but not 3.
You know what would have been neat, actually? We had this one that just went off, the anchors away or whatever. Like, if we had tried this earlier and it wrecked both of our cars, then we could have used this to pull the... That would have been awesome. Okay, so can we agree this is all we can do?
I think that's right.
Okay.
It's ironic because we can actually do 2 damage to it quite easily.
But we need 4.
But we need 3.
1, 2, 3. Yeah, 3. What's the 2 damage? But if we roll
this... You can wreck this guy and put him in front, right? That's 1. I can jump here and then Oh, I still won't.
No,
I still
you'd
won't
have-
be in control of it. So
you'd
I
have to
was going to
hijack
say
it.
jump it and ram it, but I can't.
Okay. So brawl this guy. Oh, we don't need to brawl that guy. As long as we complete this stunt, which I moved off the board, sorry. As long
Which
as
is
we...
just to be cited. So no, I jump and then I have to hijack.
Correct.
I jump and then I hijack.
Mm-hmm.
So I only have to get 2 success, but I only have 2 die.
You can't use that.
Right. Well, that's that.
Roll 1.
Nope.
Okay, so that's the end of the game.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yeah, you want to see what would happen though? 1, 2. Oh, first of all, I have to roll this.
What?
That enemy die.
That's your 2 actions, right?
Mm-hmm. Okay. Each enemy peg either damages a player vehicle or brawls a player by throwing me off.
Mm-hmm.
So he threw me off.
Yeah, we lost big time.
Nearest vehicle, so that puts me back
anywhere you want.
Or on the tank. I'll just be on the tank, I guess. Okay. And then what do they do? Or moves to an adjacent player vehicle.
And what is that guy doing on the top of my thing? Nothing?
Nothing, I guess.
All right.
All right, now you're gonna move 1, 2, 3.
What does
4.
it matter? No, I'm not going to do that.
I don't know. I thought you might want to roll to see what would have happened.
I'm just going to try to do as much damage as possible. Okay. So I'm going to, I mean, it doesn't matter anyway, right?
No,
so I'm going to ram this car, this car, and I'm going to put it here. I'll ram that car and put it there, and hopefully we'll do 2 more damage to it. And if we hadn't have gotten this thing, if you had just killed that guy, we would have won. When you were on top of that, if you had thrown this guy off.
You mean a couple turns ago?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So because that'll be 2 damage, and we would have won. So just for fun. I mean, it doesn't matter. We did not win, obviously. It was fun. I actually had a lot of fun playing this, regardless of. Okay. So
nothing.
That's nothing. So I didn't do it. We're gonna try again.
It's harder to get success with these dice than you would think somehow.
Okay, 1, 2, 3. I've done it. So I do this guy, right? And flip him over. This guy jumps to here, right? Right? So that's a bummer because that would have been 2 more damage just for the heck of it. Okay, then I roll this. Okay, he goes north 1. He pushes this guy, right? And then it's this thing.
Which gives him 2 more strength.
That's what we couldn't have had happen. And then enemy SUV. 1 comes out there. And then this thing hits him. So he actually, this guy being up there was the worst thing to happen.
Yes, well now we know. Don't let that happen.
Well, that was our first attempt at this. Very fun game. I think it's pretty neat.
Yeah, I mean it's such. There's a little simulation going on when you're playing this game. Like it's a full little simulation with cars moving and driving and jumping.
And I feel like it's not totally random because I'm like, we should change our strategy.
Yes,
and that's the way a good game works, right?
Lots
like you lose and you say, let's try again. I want to try this different strategy.
Yeah.
I mean, this guy got him 4 health.
Yeah, leaving him on
1,
top
2,
of that
3.
There were a couple things that we.
Whoa! Look at this. If he got 4 health, he'd be dead right now. 2,
what do you mean? 4. If he got 4 health?
He has 4 health right now. The game ends with him with 4 health. He gained 4 health from this guy standing on top. Is that accurate?
Did you move this?
Oh, I might not have moved it. No. Yeah, because we needed to do 3 damage. 1, 2, 3, right? And at the end of the round, he got 2. Oh no, he got 2, and then the car hit him. So if we had killed this guy, he would have gone. We would have got him.
No, maybe. I feel like it was more than that.
Oh, because actually another guy came out on top. If you had knocked this guy off instead. So that's the strategy. You cannot let a guy up there.
You can't let a guy hanging out up there.
We're playing this again right now, Jesse.
Are we really?
Yeah, why not? Yeah.
Right, well, they won't know.
It's 2 in the morning. We could play again. We could play 1 more game.
Oh my gosh. Okay. All right. Well, thanks for joining us.
That was almost 2 hours.
It's
for this
a
light
game.
game.
Yeah. If you like this video, please consider subscribing to the channel. Maybe even becoming a Patreon supporter.
You got 2 choices, Jesse.
And
we're going to play this game again. I'm going to go smashing. I'm going to hijack.
This makes you want to go drive tanks. Okay.
Grand Theft Auto.
We've got 2 more scenarios of this to play
Yeah, we do.
as well. Chopper and
Get to the
semi.
chopper.
All right, guys. We will see you next time.
I interrupted your thing.
They're coming to set, and each little creature is different, so you could remember whose cup is yours, right?
That's pretty good.
But all the creatures are like so similar that
Oh,
like
yeah.
when you remember, you're like, I remember I had some kind of lizard on my cup. Oh, that's all of the cups. They're all like multicolored lizards.
No, just say.
I just say it, and then when I come back, I say, "You're watching Call for Two."
I don't know. I don't care about the intro.
Okay, let's
thing.
try one more
You
intro.
really like
One more
it, so
intro. Okay. I'm not gonna.
No introducing us.
Sort of.
Today on Cover 2,
Yeah.
we're
That's
playing
right.
Fast and
That's
Furious.
right.
That's it.
That's what I already thought of. You're not
Yeah.
telling me. I'm telling.
No, I'm telling you.
Yeah. Okay.
Hold on. Wait. So what you're gonna try to do is say, just say, today on Cover 2, we're playing Fast and
then we go
Furious
straight.
Highway Heist. Let me write it down for you.
No.